strategic growth plan for G.O.A farm. G.O.A farm is a catfish farm business that is into catfish processing, marketing, and distribution within the university ecosystem. We are currently present in about 5 but we intend to scale to other federal universities in the years to come. This is the outline for the production. We have the industry overview, talking about the business overview, the growth plan, and strategy return plan. In Nigeria, the catfish industry significantly contributed to the agricultural sector and the economy as a whole. It is said by the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations that catfish farming is very lucrative as the demand is dramatically health due to the health benefit that has in the consumption compared to the consumption of meat, which is also the source of protein. So the market value is estimated to be 261.8 billion naira. Now, what is our market? 90% of Nigerian fish farmers' activities are in the catfish production, providing estimated 1 million direct jobs along the value chains. So the fish make up to over 40% of Nigerian protein intake, with per capita fish consumption at 13.3 kg per year. This is analysis as given by Farm of UN. Current trend: Nigeria is the world's largest producer of catfish, one of the most commercially important fresh fish species in Africa, and which has over 22,000 tons in 1999, and now we have over 300,000 tons as of 2023, based on the farm report. The feed availability and cost are the major factors affecting the industry because it keeps increasing year in, year out. Our value chain. We have 7 different value chains that run across the catfish business. Some can be input sellers and fish equipment sellers. That is the equipment we use, such as the net, the aerator machine, the smoking kiln, and the rest. Then we have the breeders and the hatchers. These are producers of fries, juvenile, and fingerlings. They are target market are simply the co-farmers who are growers and herders. So we have the growers and fish rearing, like I said, who rears the fish. Then we have the feed manufacturer. They are the companies such as we have the Omega, we have the Skeleton, Alaqua, Coupons, and the rest. Then we have the processing and packaging, which is where G.O.A farm majorly operates. We process the catfish using our smoking kiln, we brand them, and then we sell it out to our consumers. Retails and consumption. So we have the consumer out there, and we have the retailers who buy it in bulk and sell to direct consumers. Then we have the distribution and marketing. Some fish farmers are just a distribution company and marketing team. They work with various catfish farms in selling of their goods. So what is our competitive analysis? We've been able to brought out 3 main competitors and segmented them into 2. One is Turkish farm, which is also a processing farm, and the second is Mercy farm, that is a production farm, and the last are other protein production farm. We make use of Obasanjo farm because Obasanjo is a multinational farm that includes production of both poultry, piggery, and other grasscutter rabbits and processing farm equipment. So in the analysis for the leadership for G.O.A farm, we were founded in 21st of April 2021, and Turkish farm was founded in 17 September 2015, while Obasanjo's farm was founded in 1979, and they are still in business. So for the leadership comparison, we are sole proprietorship. Turkish is also a sole proprietorship, while the Ismas runs a partnership business, and Obasanjo farm is limited by shares company. For our product, we sell live fish, fresh fish, we sell fish fillet, fish powder, smoked fish, and we also run that consultancy services, while other runs to fingerlings and all. So for the market share, we are currently on the 12 million market share, taking while our competitor has 15 million, 85 million, and $1 million respectively. All these are present on the website of each of our competitors. For digital marketing, so we leverage online like other competitors, and our business model is B2B and B2C like other competitors as well, except Obasanjo Farm that runs B2B, B2C, B2G, B2C and G. And for the operation sector, we strictly remit ourselves to processing and distribution, while our competitor, Ticket Farm, run a processing sector, but he process not for the local market, but for the international market. It runs through exportation. We hope that as we grow, as scale up our business, we too can, after satisfying the local market, can also move to the international market. For the first two analysis, political factors is the government regulation that we have, as well as the policy stability. This year alone, the Ministry of Agriculture are supporting growth, which is a little bit affecting those of us in the aquaculture system or fishery industry. So, but the opportunities that we have importation incentive for exported agri product. Federal government encouraging most of our farmers to export their product because of the incentive. And then for the social, we have the agri preference, population growth, and class perception. For the vision, our vision is to be a leading provider of high quality catfish products within the university ecosystem, fostering sustainability, innovation, and nourishment for students within the federal government university. While our mission is to cultivate a thriving catfish farm business dedicated to processing, marketing, distribution of superior catfish products tailored to the nutritional needs of students in federal government university. Our core value is innovation, quality excellence, sustainability, and student-centric focus. So all our products are basically designed for student use, for them to keep eating healthy. Business model can work. We have our key register, as you can see. Our key resources are quality fresh fish, and we have a channel distribution of online marketing system, hostel to hostel distribution. Our financial revenue in 2021 was 2 million naira, while in 2022 was after turning over our profit of 1.2 million, we make it to be of 3.2 million naira, and as at 2023 we are on 5.5 million naira revenue, while our profit is just 4 million naira, which is on 30% profit margin. For our business SWOT, we have our strength is the high demand within students for food ingredients on campus, and especially for my own legal background and being a graduate of Obafemi University, I've been able to make use of my network in distribution of our goods. And also we have the expansion potentials. We intend to go to Unilag, G.O.A, and Unimed in the next 3 years. Weakness is infrastructure deficiency. We only have just a 500 capacity smoking cane. We intend buying the 1,000 capacity smoking cane, and then limit to finance. But we are lucky that with Faith Foundation we're able to get finance to scale up our business. High production cost. The price that we obtain our fishes before is on the high side now. Before we obtain our 1,006 per kg, now it is 3,000 naira per kg. For our plans for the year, with distribution channel, we established when we have the hostel to hostel distribution mechanism. We intend to make use of wider exploration of having more sales agents among students. And also for the second year, we want to have expansion and diversification. We've highlighted 4 different universities we intend to move into for the next 4 years, and consolidation of and optimization of our streamlining production processes. So for our value proposition, we have our fresh fish from registered fish farmers, because we work with our association of fish farmers, the operative in Osun State, and then we produce our products, our fish powder, fish fillets, and then we also render consultancy services. Then the reason why our people want our product is just to make cooking easy for them in their food intake. Also, we have a 2-in-1 food spice, that is, we eat into the market of time, whereby our fish powder is comprised of 60% catfish and 30% thyme. So instead of you buying curry and thyme to cook your jollof rice or concoction rice or indomie, you just make use of our fish powder. Sales agents intend to create more jobs of 200 distributors among students who are across the university. So our customer acquisition and retention strategy is market to site segmentation. So we want to make sure we segment the distributor in ways of student needs. Then product customization and differentiation. So we want to break our product more into smaller units so it can satisfy the needs of more students. Then campus presence and engagement. We tend to work with student union leaders to engage with students, work with HEC, the All Executive Council of various federal universities to sell our product to them. Then operational management strategy is efficient farming practice. We want to make use of quality assurance and food safety. So in this will this will be our cutting edge and also give us separate us from the general market. And we want to have our supply chain optimization, because for us to move to further university, we have to have a proactive supply chain system whereby our logistics will be up to date, and then student engagement and stakeholder relation. We intend improving that. For our talent acquisition and management strategy, our employer, we employ our branding, recruitment and selection of talent, development and training. So we intend to train our staff continuously and also to reward them for their performance in recognition of their performance after meeting their KPI. These are financial group plan forecast for the next 3 years and we have for 2025-2026. So for our personal development, we intend investing on empowerment of our staff. Then we intend making them be aligned with our vision, as well as having a continuous e-learning both for our staff and the non-full staff, and also to
you try.
Thank you very much. How many more slides are there?
about 6.
That's good promise.
No, just 4.
It's a lot of slides.
So the main corporate governance, succession plan, finance, and education.
So how many slides do we have in total?
27.
25.
And so
What's it 23.
For the content. Well done, good job. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
But I see that the meat of this presentation, I mean, it's good to have articulated everything. It's good to have a document to work with on the long term. But in the real sense of it, I tried to make some notes and I did highlight a few things here. Your growth plan the real focus should be around your value chain integration for me, because it's critical that you must establish a seamless supply chain cycle, right? Look at how do you source your fish to how you distribute. And also want to, and this probably applies to everybody. So what I will do is articulate this and share with Darasini, share with your group. You still have your WhatsApp, right? Yes. Look at product development critically. Now, for you, there's a need to constantly develop and do your market analysis around this fish powder. What do your customers really want? Constantly, I know you said something about fish oil back then. And look at your packaging preferences. A lot has happened in the last 3 weeks. I've gone to a lot of trade shows and exhibitions. And I have also seen how other people have worked with their products. And I think that you need to begin to critically look at how your products can be developed. And I'll give you one good example. So I was at one of those expos 2 weeks ago. And it's funny because I ran into Martins from some Martins, yeah. And I said to him, I look forward to a collaboration between you and what's her name?
Mash Baby.
No, not Mash Baby. years, but because so Match Baby and it was Match Baby and what's your name?
Cider.
Cider. So cider and the baby food, right? How do you? Because I have a mentee in Tanzania, and I think it's Tanzania or Uganda that she's based, East Africa anyway, and she's done something unique with fish powder, right? Such that mothers don't even worry. So it's nutri-dense, and so how do you, and because it's also an acquired taste for babies, right? My younger brother had a specific, he didn't accept any of the baby formulas in Nigeria when he was born. That's the last one in my family. And it took my parents, it took one supermarket here in Ilube to bring me in a baby food called Meluka back then. That was the only brand of baby food he could eat. So once their shipment or anything comes with my parents, I remember my parents having to stockpile. But the only one he didn't like was the vegetable one. So how do you do a formula around vegetables? She does grains. So can we have something that is wholesome? And I'm saying this because I've already engaged someone. It's funny, and I'm sharing with you, but I've already engaged a collaboration out of South Africa because I found a research personnel who does a lot of work around nutrition. And she shared her samples and her formulas with me. And it's just got me thinking, how do we increase nutrition between ages 1 to 3, 0 to 3? Because those are the core formative years for children. So, I mean, I'm just saying, so that's one. So I don't get ahead of myself. Let me stick to my notes. So develop innovative products and formulation. Quality control is very essential. You have to underscore that. Your distribution channel, I noticed that you said, oh, in the future. So here's my challenge to you, because it's a mistake I made as an entrepreneur early in my journey, and I would like as many young startups to avoid it. The part of deferring export to your brand, right, is an anomaly. Because at this early stage, the energy you have to discipline yourself and your business to absorb the rudiments of getting ready, being export ready, you probably won't have that energy in another 5 years. Take it from me for free. So the zeal to get up and go to the farm, the zeal to want to gain new knowledge. And you can ask the women who are married here with children how many days you're drained of energy just because every day, right? Just because you have to cater for these little humans around you. Now you're a guy. There's no stopping you because there's a way around the family where the guy still gets away with a lot of things. And so for me is, don't shrug export till later when you're big. And don't be fooled by the signs and the name of certain organizations. So Obasanjo Farms, yes, they ride on the fact that there is a President General Obasanjo. When you look at their financials in terms of a fish company or a breeding farm, you probably are doing better than them. Don't be fooled. Yes, they have infrastructure, they have facilities, but are they stretching themselves? Are they aggressive as you are? So that's where I thought that you need to look at your brand, develop a strong brand identity. So when you say that you're a lawyer, I want to see all of that even in your communication. I don't know how many of you heard that small drama that happened with that church over the weekend, where the girl said she had a BSc in law. And as far as the pastor was concerned, there's no such degree as a BSc in law. Now, was he right to have judged her? Maybe, maybe not. But if you think about the experiences of pastors and fake testimonies, and people accusing them of paying people to come and give testimonies, you really can't totally flog them, right? So, as a lawyer, that must always ring through in your communication as well, right? Because you guys are, like my father likes to put it, our learned colleagues. So that must always ring through. Draft contracts, draft strong contracts, draft strong JVs, and develop a lot of leverage your. The only course I probably would study after finance, if I had the chance to go back to school, is law. And I'm being brutally honest with you, and that's because the underlying conditions in businesses, partnerships, collaborations that I have to engage a third party to help me draft and fine tune, and but you have that edge already, so be quick. Again, so for everyone there's artificial intelligence, but I operate largely on divine intelligence, because I leverage my spiritual side and inclinations a lot in what I do. It's a formula that has worked for me over the years, so why throw away a winning formula? But I now leverage AI and DI, I combine them. So for all of you, it's critical that you begin to think, how do you improve, all of your operations through your sixth sense. You have a lovely implementation plan here, I see, but as you scale, you would realize that some things are not as important as they seem on paper. For the benefit of your training here now, you are going through all this, but when the chips are down in the nitty-gritty of running your business, some things are irrelevant. It's just rhetoric. Focus on value and revenue generation. It's not all. Having social components to your business is great, but look at the money, that export opportunity, ensure that you have compliance. So if at this early stage, compliance and your compliance and food safety framework is strong enough to get you into the export market, it doesn't mean it will happen overnight. But if you can go through that rigorous discipline and process of an entrepreneur to try and get NAFDAC where necessary, get all of those certifications, it better positions you at the point once you scale, it's easier to access that market. And export doesn't have to be America, right? Export can be South Africa. Export can be Dubai. Are you Christian or Muslim? Good. Export can be Dubai. Export can be Israel. You understand? So don't go to places where you may not have easy penetration for your product. Find the low-hanging fruits. Where are Nigerians concentrated that like to eat their food? I see a lot of girls on Instagram now selling okporoko, stockfish and okporo, which is like crayfish, and they're making tons of money. So what are you doing if those girls are selling locally and they're exporting? What stops you? So build a niche for yourself. Find Nigerians in diaspora, your friends and family. If that's all, you send to them one box. Send one box to a particular location I'm just giving you an example. There are Nigerians in Atlanta, there are Nigerians in Houston, and that's for America. But I'm saying that I'm sure there are Nigerians in Saudi who have money and who will buy catfish if they find safe catfish. So if you can prove that the toxicity level or carbon content of your catfish is so low and the moisture content is so low that even if you send it by sea for 3 months, your fish is safe, why not? Do you understand? Those are things you should think about. Please don't wait till you're big. That thing is a fallacy that destroys small businesses. Or when we set up, I lived in that euphoria for a long time, and it deterred my business from exporting. All right, so I think I'll leave it up.
Thank you. That was right at the time, and I hope you were able to take most of the notes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.